Hello guys, welcome to a quick guide of the final boss in Aetherblade Retreat, which is Horrik and Mai Trin. So I didn't have too much time to prepare for this because unfortunately when the patch comes out it's pretty late for me, so I was already sleeping and I just got out of the dungeon and I wanted to get this video out, just in case some people are having problems. This fight's actually fairly simple as long as your group really works together. So basically what it is there's Horrik and Mai Trin, and Mai Trin's the one you're trying to kill first, so every time you kill, if you killed Horrik, he would just respawn. So you have to kill Mai Trin. And if you look at her, underneath her nameplate, you'll see a little boon that starts at 10 stacks. And basically at 10 stacks she's invulnerable, and every time you remove a stack she starts taking more damage. So the goal is to get her to 0 stacks as fast as you can. Now to do that, you have to drag her through certain fields. Like you see that field right there, the one in blue. That's coming from Horrik actually, and the longer she stays in that field, the more stacks she's going to lose. So Horrik will shoot two different types of turret or little cannons. He'll shoot a fire one, which is just to damage you, and then he'll shoot the blue one, which you have to drag Mai Trin through. So the easiest way to do this fight is, you can see we're not really doing it, but because I was actually pugging with the group. But the easiest way to do this fight is to stack up and run around together. So whoever Mai Trin is attacking, you'll all be together, and you could drag her onto the fields easily. So really, this fight is actually pretty quick as long as you can do it, as long as you get those stacks off. So there's like you can see we have the stacks off already. This is one of our faster times getting it off. There were times where it took us a lot longer just because the fields that you have to drag her through really don't stay up that long. So if you're not getting her into that field right away, then it's not good. And also when she gets in the field, make sure you're using like immobilizes and things like that. So the field hurts, but it doesn't hurt enough to where you can't stay in it. So once you get the stacks off, then you damage her at certain percentages. She's going to tell Horrik to fire the cannons. So Horrik's going to go up there and start shooting cannons everywhere. And for this part, it's kind of, you have to be a little ruthless with people and say, if somebody dies in this part, they're done. You can't resurrect them. It's so dangerous for other teammates to try to resurrect somebody in this part. So if someone dies in this part, make sure your group knows that you're not going to res them until this part is over. So once the cannons are over, then your team can go back on the person who died and then res them. So we did it twice, and actually our first time we wiped towards the end, actually on the last cannon one, because someone had died in our group and we all tried to res him right away, and we all ended up dying from the cannons. So make sure your group knows that if somebody goes down, this is kind of a free for all. So if you die, then you're done until the next phase. Okay, so you can see the cannon part is over, and we are starting to res our teammates. So it's much easier to res them when the cannons are firing all over the place. So basically, it's a rinse and repeat fight. You drag Mai Trin through the fields until she has 0 stacks. You DPS her down, and then you have to avoid the cannons, and you do that about 4 times. There is an achievement to beat this fight in like 15 minutes, and Horrik drops something when you kill them, and you can use that to actually fire the cannon on the ship to blow up another airship. So if you're trying to go for that, make sure that you're listening to a few tips I'm kind of saying is, stacking up. It's really important to get those stacks off right away, because when she has the stacks off, I mean, she's squishy as hell. Her health goes down quite fast, so it's all about getting those stacks off. And unfortunately for some groups, somebody has the aggro, and they keep dragging her out of the fields, and there's not too much you can do about it. But just, try to communicate with your team a little more, and make sure everyone's kind of on the right page. Okay guys, this has been a quick guide on the final fight in AR with Horrik and Mai Trin. So just remember to stick together and focus on those fields. It's a lot easier than it actually seems at first. So once you get through it once or twice, then you'll start to understand it's pretty simple. You just need everyone kind of working together. Sorry again, this has been somewhat of a shorter video from me. I don't have the time to do it right now, but I really wanted to get this guide out to you guys in case some of you really needed the help. so I tried to explain it as quickly and as detailed as I can within the time limit that I have. So before I go, I really want to know what you guys think of the new Sky Pirates patch and the content coming with it, and just make sure you drop a comment down below and let me know what you guys are thinking of the dungeon so far.